This is the Empire State for Morocco. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign, living, ancient, Article 3, court action. I'm the sovereign, living, natural, divine justice, kenisha, lashawn, lamb, in red ink, and capitis diminutio nolo and solo, and propria persona sui juris, and proprio heredes. We are the original, indigenous, sovereign, ancient, Moroccan, Moorish, American ascendants of the great pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original, indigenous, natural, divine, de jure, Moorish National Republic federal government. We hereby exercise all sovereign rights at this time and all points in time, nunc pro tunc. Be it known that I, kenisha, lashawn, lamb, and all Moors are the universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, natural, divine fiduciary for the sovereign living state of and for Morocco, also appellationed as Maghrib aqsa, the North Gate, North America, Northwest Africa, Northwest Amexem, Turtle Island, the most extreme west, among other sovereign land appellations. We are the fiduciaries for all land, all natural and all natural resources and all commerce. Specifically, we are the fiduciaries for all fonts in capitis diminutio nolo, to include all monochrome fonts in capitis diminutio nolo, regardless of the resulting sensation that the eye manifests. Definitions and clarification. The word fiduciary is a noun. It means to be lawful and a legal trustee. A sovereign, living, natural, ancient who competently and prudently takes care of lawful money and other assets and has for her sovereign use and at her will living subjects and or instruments to assist at all times. Notice, regarding delegations of authority, while one can be assigned to carry, deliver, or retrieve a command, no one may use our sovereign identities, authority, nor sovereign status. Sovereign fiduciary duties and responsibilities are not limited to, but do include, the authorities to issue affidavits permitting the use of the State of Morocco sovereign credit, affidavits of credence, affidavits of advice, affidavit of marquee and reprisal, affidavit of patent, affidavit of testamentary, other letters in affidavit format, permissions and legations, delegations. Legations is the sending of an ambassador. Further definitions and clarifications. Monochrome is a noun, and it means a singular burst of living energy, frequency, vibration, and sensation resulting from the stimulation of the retina of the eye by waves of light. Previously unlawfully identified as black, dead, corpse, U.S. vessel, or U.S. corporation. Font is a noun, and it means a source of origin, beginning, a fountain, or spring. In capitis diminutio nolo is a noun, and it means the highest state or status, no loss of status. Fiduciary responsibility is the highest standard of care in equity and law. The sovereign fiduciary governs with full use of the duties of care, the duties of loyalty, and the duty of good faith. The sovereign fiduciary takes care with full disclosure, profit only by knowledge and consent, and overseeing that no conflicts of interest exist. On the record, for the record, and letting the universal record show that I, kenisha, lashawn, lamb, in capitis diminutio nolo and solo, in red ink, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio heredes, am the sovereign, living, ancient, divine fiduciary for the following state of Morocco living instruments in capitis diminutio nolo in monochrome font. And those instruments are noted here. Again, on the record, for the record, and letting the universal record show that I, kenisha, lashawn, lamb, and capitis, diminutio, nolo, and solo, in red ink and purple persona sui juris and proprio heredes, am the sovereign, living, ancient, divine fiduciary for the following state of Morocco living instruments in capitis, diminutio, nolo, in monochrome fonts. And these are the instruments: kenisha, lashawn, lamb, in capitis, diminutio, nolo, and the monochrome font previously known as black ink, and all agents, heirs, principles, assigns, and any and all derivatives thereof, to include kenisha, lashawn, lamb, and capitis, diminutio, minima, and in monochrome font, and kenisha, lashawn, lamb, and capitis, diminutio, maxima, and monochrome font. Another instrument that can be used by my sovereign authority is Karima, Kenisha, lashawn, L. Bay, in monochrome font, previously known as black ink, in capitis, diminutio, nolo, and all agents, heirs, principles, assigns, and all derivatives thereof, including Karima, Kenisha, lashawn, L. Bay, in capitis, diminutio, minima, and in monochrome font, and Karima, Kenisha, lashawn, L. Bay, in capitis, diminutio, maxima, in monochrome font. The sovereign living instruments are hereby trademarked for exclusive use by the sovereign living state of Morocco and no others. These sovereign living instruments shall not be used by anyone without the express written agreement from the sovereign state of Morocco. No one represents the sovereign state of Morocco, and the state of Morocco does not represent nor stand as surety for any other. We are the living fiduciaries in capitis, diminutio, nolo, in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes, at this time and at all points in time, nunc pro tunc. We are the sovereign supreme jurisdiction. We are the law. We are Article 3, and we are the government. Summum de sanctum unum, summum de sanctum unum, summum de sanctum unum. This sovereign living justice stands as law. And this sovereign affidavit stands as law for time immemorial into perpetuity. I am Karima, Kenisha, lashawn, L. Bay, Moorish American national, governing justice, consul, vizier, fiduciary, sovereign lawyer, executor at Virginia, in capitis, diminutio, nolo, in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio heredes. Notice the agent is notice the principal. Notice the principal is notice the agent. Islam, Islam, Islam.